Oof. My mic was off for a brief moment and I still said hello. Hello. Welcome to stream. For a brief moment here, I'm just gonna test something. I want to test if my hotkeys work. Okay, actually. Yeah, that works. That works. Actually, I'm gonna make a very quick changes while I'm here. So I realize now I do want to add them to different buttons. Okay, I'm gonna try it again. This time, not directly on the OBS screen. Okay, I'm gonna wait a few minutes to see if that worked. Actually, I can. Oh! Oh my god, it did! Okay, I'll switch back to the game. Awesome. Okay, that's awesome. Now that I've set up hotkeys to deal with like switching in between like my break and the game, and also I've set it up for the web as well. Should make the whole experience a lot smoother. Okay, alright. I also have one of those, like bubble teas in those, cans. Bubble tea in a can. Taro flavored. I have no, hopes at all that the boba in here will be any good. But I'm hoping that the taro will at least taste good. Because I don't know how long this stream is gonna be. I really want to go until we end because I feel like we're really close. At least I hope we are. Okay, the flavor isn't that bad. It's not amazing, but it will do. It'll do. Okay. Let's see here. I realize I should do my assignments earlier in the day. But once you lose the momentum, then you just never get it back in terms of having the assignments refresh in the morning. The one time you do it in the evening, it's gonna be forever in the evening. Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll go immediately to where we need to be. Yesterday's stream was such a disaster, but I'm in a much better mood today, and I'm feeling the energy. I'm feeling like I can do this. Okay. There we go. I believe we already did this. So I'm just... No. Oh yeah, this is where we had to go for the story anyway. Okay. Okay. Let me see. Just to give a little bit of time for people to trickle in. Trying to see if there's anything I need to sort out before we immediately start going into it again. Okay, let me feed my characters their XP. I'm now starting to level up Welt. Can't wait for the point where everyone's at 80. I don't know if everyone has heard the leaks that Ratio and Aventurine are going to rerun in 3.2. But if that's the case, then I really can't. I was thinking about pulling for Tribby. But if Ratio's coming, then there's no way that I'm not saving up for him and getting his LC, if not one of his Idolins. I've not gotten any character's Idolin so far, but if it's gonna be anyone, it's gonna be Ratio. If that's the case, well, I don't have 0 anymore, that's for sure. It's been growing pretty steadily, but it's definitely not enough for like a whole, like, a new character plus 2 LCs, because if I get Tribby, I'm also gonna want her LC. It's just not enough. So it's just gonna have to be alright. I really, like, I feel bad that I didn't get Robin when she first ran, even though, like, I don't regret the decision at the time, I just feel bad that I wasn't able to. And I still feel bad that I'm not able to. But yeah, even as like a moderate spender on this game, it's really hard to gather up resources for characters. Okay. The chest being right here is so annoying. Like, there has to be something that we can do to get it. Like, maybe if we use a Hand of Zagreus? Oh. Wait a second.
Scream forth the gleam of old.
That's exactly what we need to do. Oh my god. Look at us. We're so smart. We'll deal with that later. Okay, I'm gonna stop lollygagging. Let's continue.
Oh, restless soul. Tell us, what have you heard?
How much longer is this festival going to last? What is King Eurocon waiting for?
Be patient, for our plan is still underway. Sealing a Titan soul is no easy endeavor. The priests are already working as fast as they can.
Priests captured from other city-states. Who can guarantee their loyalty? I say we punish one of them so they know to behave.
Sealing a Titan's soul. Could it be the sword vessel in Lepos' ballad? The one that Cartonis crafted himself?
Foolishness. Perhaps now you begin to understand the weight of that term.
Why are they doing this so Nikador is at their mercy? I'm gonna ask why.
Out of cowardice. They are afraid of losing their faith and guidance. Nikador fights against the unseen. They have no time for the folly of mortals.
Lord Anais, you seem to know a lot about that Titan.
The whispers I'm hearing may very well be from Nikador himself.
So, is this guy like a Chrysosaur, kind of?
They're beckoning to us from the other side. Continue to guide us through, a wandering soul.
The whispers he's hearing.
The next one. I need to last till the next one.
She's got to take care of ourselves. It's not like we can carry her out of here if something goes wrong. Ooh.
Stream 4.
Making sure I did not miss anything. Wait, there's a puzzle. Okay, we'll probably do that later. Wait, where did the guy go? I thought he was right here. Okay, maybe he went upstairs. Okay, look at us. Wait, where did that guy go? I'm actually kind of confused now. The one time I just look away, the NPC just vanishes.
The gleam of old blades.
Okay. This is really a strange one. Okay, so we need to... Wait, how does this work? Okay. I should just do a test run. Okay, yeah, that will immediately kill me. So I can't do that. Yeah, that doesn't help that either. Okay. Okay. So we need them to be sitting on either one of these buttons for us to make it to the torch. Which means to make it to the torch at all, we have to go through here. So what we need to do is we need to be standing... We need to be... Okay, basically we need to be down here at some point. How on earth does our past self sit on one of these? Okay, maybe... Okay, I think I get it. We need to bring our past self over here, and then we need to drop down and hit this. But it has to be timed correctly. Okay. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, awesome.
Don't forget to let your friends in on the action.
Yeah, these puzzles have become better and better.
Stream 4.
Lost souls. Tell us.
Is this one taking more out of you?
I'm fine, miss. There's no need to worry. Lost souls. Tell us. What have you heard?
Have you heard? King Europon's advisors are coming up with a plan to launch an all-out attack on Akuma.
With just a handful of soldiers we have, they're absolutely out of their minds.
That's the long-term plan. Our priority for now is still to complete the God King's project.
So their plan to attack Akuma was conceived that long ago?
Yeah. Whoever hatched that plan must have long since turned to ash.
I knew it.
Lord Anais?
I've long suspected that you two are not from here. No, not just that. You're not from this era. Is it Onyx? No. They would not be capable of such power.
Looks like we'll have to silence him for good.
Calm yourself, miss. I believe he has no ill intent toward us. Your guess is correct, Lord Nias. We are not from this era. Someday in the distant future, a mad Nikador will drive our companions and our homeland to the brink of destruction. The reason we came back here is to find a way to prevent Amphorius from falling to its doom.
Their madness will last for thousands of years. The destruction created by human folly is more than anyone could imagine. It so happens that we have the same goal.
The souls are still lingering here. Let us keep going.
Don't push yourself.
Yeah, I think...
We're almost at the end. I can sense it.
Okay, this fits here. Perfect. These ones are easy, the story ones.
Stream 4.
Okay, there's also one right here. Okay. Oh. Should have known. I was thinking, why is it out in the open like that? I come from the future. Oh. Of course. Of course.
Commencing support.
Okay, basic attack. Definitely
Ready
can
for
do
another?
that.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Little more heat. Hedge your bets. I'm honored, but since you're already here, why not have a meal before you leave?
There we go. Just let Acheron handle it.
It too shall fall. Another blood debt repaid.
Okay.
Seek,
Nice.
and you will find.
I'll save this. Oh. These environmental animations are so nice. Okay. There's a little bug here. I feel like I'm learning new emoticons each time I pick one up. Oh, is there some?
Restless soul.
Why don't you take a break?
I'm fine, miss. Lost souls. Tell us, what have you heard?
Courage, honor, tenacity, and sacrifice. Their divinity was split into 5 parts, but we're missing one fragment. Oh God, Kate, where did you lose your reason? We will keep searching for it. We must find it.
Oh, is this why they've made us do so many puzzles?
I never knew ferrying souls stuck in limbo could bring this much pain. If only death didn't exist in this world. That way, they wouldn't have to linger here. And I wouldn't have to suffer.
You don't have to listen to these spirits any longer. We've learned enough from them now. The people of Kremnos have tampered with Nikodo's soul in some way. What we need to do is find the place of their blasphemous act. Stay strong. We have not reached the end yet.
I'll be fine. Just give me a few moments. Let me send this lost soul into the gentle embrace of death. The other side is beckoning to you. Go on, lost soul. Rest in peace. That will do. I am sorry that you had to witness my earlier outburst.
I understand your pain, child. But you need to set it aside for now.
Okay, before we go, let me break that thing. Yeah. Okay, now I can go.
We are nearing the place where they cast and cut the souls. It is likely no one survived this far in the festival. Stay alert.
Oh my god, it's Sisyphus. Life of a nymph is endless tolling. I love how you get like a dried fruit from that. Makes me feel like that's what the little nymph was pushing up the stairs. Oh my god, okay. We've got a big fight ahead of us.
The Titans can... Be careful.
Warrior. Entry forbidden. Has it lost its sanity? What a woeful creation. I shall put it out of its misery. Split soul. Indestructible body.
I trust in my team. They don't need my help.
Watch your head. Since you're already here, why not have a meal before the bust? Or maybe I'll take it all.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
A little more heat.
Is it dealt with?
No, I doubt it'll be that simple. Split soul. An experiment.
What do you mean?
King Europon wanted to strip Nicodor of his divinity and seal it within an intricate vessel for all eternity. That's how he would immortalize Nicodor's divine body. Of course, he had to test it out on a Titankin before going on to remold the Titan.
I think the thing that's still confusing me about this whole thing, because they've laid it out pretty well for us. You know, the whole reason this whole thing is happening is not Nicodor's fault. It's this king's fault. And that they drove him insane and put him in like a robot shell body, basically, for their own gain, so that they could control his powers. The way they call it, like, immortalizing his divine body, like, gives me pause. Like, I thought he was already immortal as a god. But maybe I'm just missing something. And this is just like a silly turn of phrase.
The answer is very simple. Because the fragments of Nicodor's soul are sealed in these statues. The calls that I've been hearing are coming from them.
Oh, wow.
As long as we reassemble their soul, unite their divine core, they will recover their dignity as a Titan. You will then have a chance to triumph over them in battle.
indestructible body.
We finally found the root of everything. I'll find a way to stall it. To Titankin that have lost all reason, death is as intoxicating as nectar is to bees. Please, you must find a way to make Nikador's soul whole again. It is only by fixing this point in history that we can salvage the future of Amphorius.
I don't know if we can fix history. I genuinely don't think that this is going to change anything. This will give us some more information, but I don't know. Have we really traveled back in time? You ready to travel through time, Gladiator?
Let's see what you can do, Delver of Memories.
Ooh, okay.
Stay here, warrior. Do not leave your goddess of death. The enticing scent of blood here is meant for you, and only you.
Sweet death, inner peace.
Okay. Boy, she makes it hard to look around and make sure that I'm getting everything. What's this for?
Unbelievable. This dark and derelict place. Is this the future of Kremnos?
Kremnos must have been through a lot since then.
History has taken a wrong turn and must be set on the right course once more.
If only Mem could tell us whether or not we can actually change history.
Much time has passed, yet the Titan's soul remains fragmented. That covetous king and his servants would have turned to dust by now. Their scheme that once unfolded here has likewise been buried with them. You and I are both here to bring an end to this absurdity. So join me, comrade. Let us bring death onto that Titan.
Okay, Sore Forging Zone. I feel like I've already read this. He was jealous, cunning, and foolishly stubborn. Having missed his last chance, the nightmares of Thanatos enveloped him and drove away his sanity. From this day, he saw two suns in the sky. Only the immortal gods can seek what is eternal. What does that mean?
The sounds of battle. Bats.
My companions fighting against Nikador.
So, there are mortals who fight against fate, even in this hopelessly bleak era. I am impressed. But strength alone will not help them destroy an immortal body. That's why you and that girl went back in time seeking answers. Courage, honor, tenacity, sacrifice, reason. There are only 4 soul-forged statues here. If they did split Nikador's divinity into 5 parts, there is still one fragment of the soul is missing.
Want to brainstorm a little?
There's no trace. Let's just start with these first. Come, help me piece together Strife's divinity.
Okay. So I guess we can change the past.
Stream 4. Stream 4. Lean both blades.
Okay.
I can hear. I hear it. A part of Nikador's divinity is sealed within this.
We shall hereby seal the God King's courage within this sword vessel. A testament that they have never once retreated from a battle. Even against the formless black tide from beyond the dense fog, they alone have raised their sword and faced the enemy head-on.
Nikador's courage! Break free from your shackles and return to your divine body.
Okay. That works out.
The voices are starting to pour in. Here lies another fragment of Nikador's divinity.
Okay. Oh. Oh, the coins of whimsy. So, Naeus is a Nikador if he hears the voices pour in from the parts of Nikador's soul coming back to its divine body, right? Oh my god, there are 5 coins here? Forgive my coughing. Okay, I can't get sucked up by looking for coins. I actually have to progress the story. Just a little bit of looking isn't too much of a bad thing, right? Oh, there's 1. 3. Oh, and here's another one right there too. Oh, that's not a coin. That's not a coin. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go back and continue the story. There I am. Wait. Can't believe I missed that. It's right there. Oh my god, there's only one left. Ugh, that really makes me... Wait, that's it. Wow, why are they so easy to find this time? They usually give me so much trouble. Wait. Let me actually pick this up. Which is the one I tried to fix just now? Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay, is there anything else here that I could grab? Maybe. I mean, probably not. Okay, I'll just lay the bridge down.
We shall hereby seal the God King's honor within this sword vessel. A testament that they have never plunged their divine lance into an enemy's back. Even when enemies close in from all sides, they have never conceded to evil schemes, fiercely guarding the warrior's dignity.
Nikador's honor! Break free from your shackles and return to your divine body!
Don't forget to let your friends in on the action.
Okay, one more.
This is what exploring the cosmos is all about.
Oh god, this is useless. Yeah, 2 flat stats. Oh.
I am listening. Go on. Tell me your tale.
We shall hereby seal the God King's tenacity within this sword vessel. A testament that their will is unyielding in the fight against the calamity of unknown origin. No matter how powerful the Black Tide may be, enough to corrupt the wills of other gods, they stand tall and upright in defiance of the turbulent fog, even till today.
Nikador's tenacity! Break free from your shackles and return to your divine body!
We're doing so well. I think that's like halfway. There, the whole statue is gone here.
Divinity exists within this statue. Tell me everything that happened here.
Okay, there's Castoris. Trying to see if there's anything I can pick up. World Conquest, here I come. Okay, I know what to do. Just let me... Oh wait, I can punch through things? What should I punch through? Or is that something that I've just unlocked now because I went through that one tutorial? Is there anything I can grab? Okay, okay.
We shall hereby seal the God King's sacrifice within this sword vessel. A testament that their final words before sinking into dormancy were a vow to defend the world against the Black Tide. They used their own body as our city walls, keeping out and protecting us from the pervasive spread of madness. They are acutely aware that if the end times were to arrive, there would be nothing left in this world to conquer.
Huh. If the end times were to arrive, there would be nothing left in this world to conquer. You know, why didn't people assume that the Black Tide was from Nikador? Also, doesn't the Black Tide also spread itself wide and conquer everything that it sees?
Nikador's sacrifice!
I guess because Nikador did sacrifice themselves against the Black Tide, but still, I guess I'm just thinking about the parallels between the two.
Break free from your shackles and return to your divine body!
Is that it? I'm not gonna ask where it is because I know it's standing right next to me.
We're now left with the final missing fragment of divinity. I believe I know where it is.
Oh my god, it's the battle. Okay, very well.
Lord Nias, are we almost
Wait,
there?
how did she get in?
Yes.
We left her in the other
There's just
time,
one last thing to do.
the time zone.
No one knows when the black tide first appeared beyond the distant horizon. But when it slowly encroached upon Amphorius's borders, Nikador was the first Titan to venture forth. During the battle against the black tide, their sanity began to slip away. In their pride, the Titan could obliterate an entire archipelago with a single slash. But they could not celebrate this corruption. They battled the black tide by sheer will alone, but ultimately succumbed to it. Before their divinity could be completely corrupted, they removed a part of it.
Could it be?
The fragment of divinity that they stripped away. The fragment they wanted to preserve the most was reason. The Titan believed that their reason would someday respond to their calling, to return to their body, and fulfill their sacred mission.
You know, I wonder if this is something similar happened to Tribby. Like, did something happen to her after she became a demigod where the components of her were split apart, just like Nikador was? Here are all these versions of you from the past.
All of these.
They represent countless failed endeavors. With your help, I can finally put an end to everything.
Oh my god, he's been going
Lord
through this
Nias,
like a time loop.
What do you intend to do?
Courage, honor, tenacity, and sacrifice. They are all versions of me. Hearing the murmurs of these soul fragments has led me to a conclusion. Nikador's soul is corrupted beyond the point of salvation.
Oh no. Okay, then we have to kill him. There's nothing else to do if it's literally beyond salvation. Okay, how do we stop them then?
There is only one way to do so. The seal that binds their divinity is already broken. As long as we complete the soul forging here, Nikador will be whole once more. You will go into battle with a Titan nearly at the zenith of their powers. And when that happens, the glory of slaying a god will also be presented before you.
What about you, Lord Nias?
I will return to where I came from, and become a part of Nikador's divinity once more.
Oh.
In all likelihood, I will also be consumed by corruption. An inevitable course of action, if we hope to end this madness.
You are willing to sacrifice yourself for a future you won't get to witness.
That is
This
one of his
is my
components.
My origin. I am no mortal, and I do not fear death. Even so, will you still weep for me?
All farewells in this world are sorrowful, Lord Nias.
Well, we haven't known each other for long. I have learned much from you. In return, I'll teach you a lesson of mine before I go.
You know what? I don't know why it's taking me, like, it took me a little bit to process this in the background while they were talking. But kudos to them for just using the same character model in all of the dead bodies and just relying on us not to question it because we're so used to just seeing the same character model used for different NPCs. And they actually made it like story relevant. Like big kudos to them for that, honestly.
Do not detest your talent, and do not abhor death. Journeys and epics are only glorious and magnificent, because all things eventually fade to dust.
I just know if something tragic happens, which inevitably the ending of Amphorius is going to be tragic, I fear. Because if I'm right, and this whole thing is a memory bubble or a simulation, like there's no way this world is just gonna continue happily living on. Maybe it will. Like honestly, maybe it will. But in the event that things are reset or like, you know, rewound, I just know that Castor is going to be the last one standing, like, and then be the last one to go.
The embodiment of strife telling me about the majesty of the world. What an irony.
Civilizations only grow under strife. Humans instinctively loathe suffering, yet suffering is the only thing that teaches them to stand unyielding and tall.
Okay. If this is meant to be, then I will fight you.
She knows what it truly means to go to battle. Perhaps she can be your inspiration. If you die by my lance, then there's no need to reflect on what I said. But if you should send me to my grave, promise me that you will use my core flame to fuel a roaring blaze and continue the fight against the Black Tide.
On behalf of all the Chrysos heirs, I promise you.
Can you bear, like, twin core flames? I know that's not the question I should be asking right now.
I am Nikador, the lance of fury,
Ah.
the messenger of turmoil, and the embodiment of strife. Remember this. I am the scar that this world needs.
Oh my god. I have heard some great things about this voice actor. Because I heard Nias has like this great speech at the end, which I'm sure this is. Well, wow. The delivery really is crazy. Oh my god.
Did you hear that? What? They've returned!
Best me. Grant me an end. Infinity warrior!
Oh wow, I love this. I love this so much.
So, this is Nikador's true form. It's incredible. Well done on them.
Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. Do we still have the upper hand?
Okay, reducing the HP of conquered or be conquered. Restores corresponding character's maximum restorable HP. Okay, that's awesome.
Time to make a decision.
Okay, I think I'm just gonna keep stacking on Nikador.
Ready for another?
Little more shit. I'm honored. Since you're already here, why not have a meal before you leave? Spend freely.
Free will, or was it fate? Still water. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Overcome the curse of immortality. Destruction shall be your reward.
Watch your head.
Enemy data secured. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
Enemy targets detected.
Yeah, okay. There we go.
Another journey begins. Destined for
This should do it.
Commencing support.
I don't want to use her ult right now because I feel like it'd be useful later.
Ready for another?
There we go. Okay. We can do this.
Enemy data secure. Net marker activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Bring it extra strike!
Promise you, Lord Nias. Your nightmare will be over soon.
I'm honored. Since you're already here, why not have a meal before you leave?
Free will, or was it fate? Still waters uplift.
Enemy targets detected.
Okay.
The dice have been cast. Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all. Watch your head.
Enemy data secure.
Oh my god, Pela's gonna kill him.
Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
Akron's not even gonna get the finishing blow.
Victory is at hand! Time for the final blow!
Oh, fine on.
Master.
Now.
Oh wow.
No longer must one wield a sword. From here on, the world shall no longer know strife.
No, I think someone's got to bear that core flame.
It's finally over. Nikador's core flame.
Time passes quickly. It's been a long time since the last Titan fell. Now that the Lance of Fury is no more, we Chrysos heirs are one step closer to the Genesis, as foretold in the prophecy.
The silence here is stifling. The city feels so unfamiliar now that its Titan is gone.
You've exchanged thousands of blows with them. Your ears are probably just not used to this peace and quiet.
I do like how Finan immediately saps the seriousness from him.
What's next?
I have an agreement with the Titan. The Chrysos heirs will take away their core flame and use it to start a bright blaze that'll illuminate our path onward.
You spoke with Nikador.
Yeah, there was something out there that sent them into madness.
Something out there? Please. I need to know what it is.
Not now, Lord Mighty. I'll tell you everything once we return to Akama.
Aglaya mentioned that someone must touch the core flame and absorb it to become its temporary receptacle. Mighty, do you...
Let Mighty do it. He's way more suitable.
This honor is yours. Isn't it something you've been longing for?
But you're more deserving of it. You sustained all these new wounds from fighting them.
If you have any idea how exhausting it is to fight a protracted battle, you should know that pointless arguments are the last thing I want to get into now.
They do give like a very married couple energy at times.
A little back and forth wouldn't hurt much. Coming to a decision so easily makes it seem like this is not at all a life-changing undertaking, you know?
Look, Finan wants it. No way he doesn't.
Come with me then, Core Flame. The vortex of Genesis is awaiting your return.
No way this is gonna work. Are you alright, Finan?
I don't think I felt anything at all. Or rather, it felt a lot easier than I expected. I had assumed that bearing the core flame would take a lot more out of me. In any case, let's return to Akama and share news of our victory with the two demigods.
I have a bad feeling. I will always remember Nayas. I think she wants to be comforted right now.
Although he was but a part of Nikador, he was nevertheless a hero in his own right. Go with the rest, miss. I will catch up with you later. I would like to talk to Lord Nayas again. One last time.
Those two had like a lot of chemistry. And not in like a romantic sense necessarily, but the two of them as characters, like Strife and Death. Honestly, there should be some fanfics of Lord Nayas appearing as her mentor. That would be really interesting, actually. Castor's training arc fanfic with Lord Nias as a censure, like, as, I want to say sanctuary, or sanctuary. I know that's not a word, but that's for some reason what I want to use right now. Like, as a major figure in the story.
Lord Nias. Lord Nikador. Can you hear me? I know that your only wish right now is to rest in peace. But you are the only one with answers to my deepest doubts. So, forgive me for disturbing you. Please tell me, do you know where Thanatos is?
Oh, I didn't even know that they didn't know where he was.
I must find them. The half of me that I've been deprived of since birth. I must take it back from them. I see. So even the Strife Titan has never seen death in the flesh. I will continue this arduous journey, even if I must travel to every corner of Amphorius. I understand. The Chrysos heirs will fulfill the promise we made, and see your unfinished work to its end. Such a peaceful end is not befitting of you, the bringer of strife into this world. But it's a good thing it's just me here. No one else can see what you look like in the final moments of your life. Poets will still describe you as an embodiment of madness and corruption, the god of war who incinerated all of their glory. Yet, at this moment, I am willing to send you into the gentle embrace of death, to a sweet land full of blossoming flowers. Farewell, Titan.
Aggie! They're back!
We completed the mission, Treeby. No broken limbs or severe injuries. Just a fiery core flame in the palm of my hand.
I can feel the core flame's warmth. Well done, Finan. It has been far too long since Amphorius last saw the birth of a demigod. Having you take Nikador's place will surely invigorate the spirits of those in the holy city.
I feel like something definitely went wrong there. I don't know. But I don't know.
I want to be honest about this. I believe Mighty is the better candidate. He was once the Crown Prince of Kremnos, after all, and much of his lifetime was spent fighting alongside Nikador. He is more worthy of the title of Strife than I am.
You have thought much about this, sweet child. But there is one thing you overlooked. The qualities you've mentioned are very likely the reasons my Demos refused this core flame. I do not doubt his strength and talents. In fact, he must have imagined himself becoming a god 1,000 times over. But he turned it down because he does not want to lead his people down the same path again. So I will ask you once more. Have you made up your mind, Finan of ID's Elysiae?
Okay, I can understand Mighty not wanting to have any part in this. He deserves, like, a really kind, peaceful life after everything that has happened to him. Although that's not the world that he's living in. But, like, there's been so much warning that Finan is not ready for whatever responsibility this is. And you, like, the boy wants it. He really, really wants it. He is actually very competitive in his heart, I fear.
I am ready for this. I will shoulder the burden of divinity alongside the both of you. I am willing to make the necessary sacrifices.
Like, I can't even say that wanting it is a bad thing. Like, I don't think wanting to have power necessarily makes you... I'm trying to put together my words. Wanting to have power does not make you less stable of a leader. That being said, I am worried right now for him. Especially since Strife is such a complex role to take on.
Very good.
This day has finally come, Snowy. You've been wanting this all along, right?
If the prophecy hadn't found me back then, I would still be roaming the world aimlessly. Right now, though, I live for the sole purpose of dedicating myself to the mission of the Chrysos heirs.
Yeah. I was also about to say, like, I also feel bad about saying that he really wants it. Because it's not like he is presented as a hungry power, like a power-hungry person. But this, like, gives us a little bit more context. It really does feel like he's kind of grasping onto something to, like, base his whole life on, or the meaning of his life on. And I don't know. Like, this just feels like a bad idea to me.
I never once doubted your resolve. This time tomorrow, the Chrysos heirs will gather at the Vortex of Genesis to surrender the core flame that once belonged to Nikador, the Lance of Fury. Remember, this is unlike the unchanging rites our priests perform. No one knows the true cost a mortal must pay to accept Strife's divine authority. Your road ahead is still full of uncertainty. Use this time to properly rest, Finan.
I understand. Until tomorrow, then.
It's so peaceful, as if nothing even happened. We're protected by 2 demigods, after all. The people of Amorpheus must have extraordinary spirits to be able to enjoy their lives, even in such troubled times.
They have Aglaya and Trevi to thank for that. It is because of their protection that the citizens are able to enjoy peace. Where did Mighty go?
He was exhausted, so he already went back to rest.
Our victory might not have been possible without your help. I'm sure you've heard enough words of gratitude, but it's only right that I... Right! It would be the first time I thanked you, so... Thank you for your help, Miss Mem?
What's next for us?
Aglaya will gather us at the Vortex of Genesis this time tomorrow, where we'll perform a ritual to surrender the core flame. She only mentioned the Chrysos heirs, but if I invite you to, I'm sure she'll welcome your presence.
Is there anything we should know about this ritual?
From what Aglaya said, no one can predict what's going to happen, because each Titan's divine authority is unique. That's why I hope both of you can be there tomorrow. It'll bolster my confidence.
Nah, fine on, buddy. We've got your back. Oh, we charge a fee for appearances. Sure, as long as we don't oversleep. We charge a fee for appearances.
That can be on Aglaya's tab. She's also known as the Gold Weaver. Doesn't that name alone sound wealthy?
I'm a little worried right now that my lag is somehow affecting stream. Let me check really quickly. Yeah, I'm connected to my cable. My Ethernet cable.
The night's all yours, but get some rest before tomorrow's ritual. I should also take this time to sort out my thoughts. I'll see you soon, my friend.
You and Dan Hung watch Finan leave the bath. Did you pick up on that, Vanya? He seems troubled. Pick up on what? How can you tell? I'm gonna be dumb. Pick up on what? You should start observing people's body language and their micro expressions. You can learn a lot from them. I guess it's understandable, seeing how he's about to experience something extraordinary. The Titans may only be the local gods of Emphorius, but a mortal ascending to something else altogether. Sounds like a lot to take in. We have a lot to think about, too. You're right. So much happened in so short of a time that we haven't had the time to consider our own predicament. Yeah, it's been 2 days. Our car's scrap, we've lost contact with the crew, and everything beyond the sky is taboo here. I'm gonna lose my login streak. It's a pity we can't send March a message so she can help you finish your dailies. Once Finan's ascension ritual is over, we should start working out these problems of ours. For now, though, let's just head back to the bath chamber to rest and gather ourselves. Nice! Okay, so we still got a little bit of the story left to go.
What are you folks going?
Just wanted to look at my stellar jades. Okay, let me just go rest. Yeah, I'm taking like looks at my stream manager.
Seems like all the rooms are full.
It is looking like there is some kind of lag going on. I really hate that for us. Okay, since we're out of trouble now, I'm gonna switch back to Ratio. The love of my life. I saw that one of my Rat Urine fanfics just updated, so I'm slightly distracted. It's a Synthesis by Catboy Kitchen. I can't wait to read that once I'm done with stream today. Okay. Again, just really hoping
I'd love to go in and take a look.
nothing is too bad with stream right now in terms of the lag. Okay. Nothing I can do about it, honestly. I don't even think I have anything running in the background that could be causing an issue. At least I don't think so. Yeah, I shouldn't have anything. Okay.
I'd love to go in and take a look.
What's this? Exhaustion envelops you. At this moment, no god of Amorpheus could pull your gaze away from this lounge chair. How many different memes did they record? Wait, something seems off. Did you notice? You can say more than single words now? More pain for me. Yeah, phooey. Why aren't your words enunciated? So, can you tell me about yourself now? Honestly, I kind of think Mem is March. Just like in a, like this is her spirit, you know, like on the astral plane, coming to help us. Once again, it's all down to one gal and her dog. I just know Donhung wants to strangle both of us right now for talking. When he's like trying to sleep, he he only has a chair that's right next to ours. He doesn't have any room to just like decompress by himself. The edge of the dreamscape, you hear a whisper. Open this book. I'll be waiting for you in the past. Wait, who is this? Wait, what is this? Whose visage comes into view? Those flame-chasing people, those forgotten stories, as I've written. Among soldiers, there is the famed city-state Krumnos, a place every warrior longs for.
There's no glory to be found in an accolade, only obtainable through slaughter.
A man blocks my way. His name is Mightimos, Crown Prince of Krumnos. Despite being a man of few words, news of his deeds had traveled far and wide. His tale is an extraordinary one, they say. Cast off a cliff by his father at birth, he plunged into the Sea of Souls and drifted for 9 years.
He managed to survive all of that?
Even the god of death turned him away.
An immortal body, a gift bestowed upon the man. As with every other Chrysos heir and Amorpheus, a blessing, yet also his curse. The taciturn man is seated at the table, expecting me to break the silence. Before us is a cup, filled to the brim with a crimson liquid. People considered it a Cremnoan tradition to sustain their bodies with fresh blood. In popular legends, every body on the battlefield was taken.
Arrogant amateur historian.
He sees straight through my pretense, his gaze as keen and piercing a lion's.
This is pomegranate juice.
His delivery of that. The man scoffs. The reason it's called a wild tale is because Castrum Crumnos has long vanished. When their god descended into madness, the city likewise became shrouded in fog. Rumor has it that during the final battle of Castrum Crumnos, this man too took to the battlefield. Cutting down countless foes, fighting in a sea of blood, he drove his spear through the heart of the enemy king. Yet the tip of that spear was directed at his own homeland. A chatter breaks out among the people, and the man rises to leave. The truth of such rumors, he speaks only through his distant silhouette. A silhouette of a body that has withstood endless trials and faced death innumerable times, yet bore not a single mark. Mighty Mos, a hero of yore. Oh! Huh. His home had long been covered in dust, like that of perilous city named Cremnos. The man's past is equally veiled in shadows. Only his infamy as the Kingslayer is recounted in echoes. His immortal and woundless body bared all swords and blades, and also dispelled curiosity and peeking gaze. Instead, look at his road, for that is the only way to scurry into his fighting heart. He inflamed the path ahead with fire, and his road home shall be paved in blood. Okay. Trying to get a good angle of this. Well, for myself. Ugh, there's something blocking my screen. Oh. Interesting. What is this? Hey, lighten up. What's got you so serious? What's the recap? Oh, okay. How'd you end up turning into paper? Fluffy as ever. Come give me a feel. Next thing I knew, I woke up here. Since you're here too, does that mean... Did our hearts connect in a dream? Is there a way we can avoid meeting? Why would you say that? Even if I couldn't hate you, that would still hurt my feelings. Though I'm completely in the dark, I adore the story. They say that dreams are veils cast by Ornex. Could this be a gift from them? It appears that that Titan cherishes you just as much as I do. Still, is there any reward for this? Absolutely. Not only is there a reward, but you also get plenty of cheers from me. Well done. I got a hunch that the beautiful star we just saw is a treasure that brings stories. In our travels ahead, we're sure to encounter many more. So let's keep our eyes peeled and dive into reading together. We need to collect tons of bedtime stories. Then you can read them to me. Okay. So this is something that we're only going to get as we progress through the story. I'm assuming. This book is dedicated to... Okay, the last prince. Traitor to Cremista, patricidal crown prince. Yeah, that's what I thought, that he killed his own father. That father tried to kill him, so... Continue the journey till that nameless recollection resurfaces. Okay, so I cannot write a new story. Visual resin. Thank you for that. I want more Eidolons. I only have 2. I wish for more. While you were having this strange dream somewhere else in Oklahoma.
You should take this opportunity to rest, Lord Finon. The core flame ritual is tomorrow.
Today, tomorrow, what difference does it make? It's always morning in Akima under Kethely's protection. So long as the light continues to shine this brightly, I won't be getting any sleep. Why force myself to shut my eyes when I can instead take this time to calm my mind, gather my thoughts? That counts as rest too.
Have you thought things through, then?
Not at all. Everything's a jumbled mess still. I don't even know where to start. The core flame was blazing hot in my palm in the beginning. But it has completely cooled off now. I can barely feel it. Miss Castoris, does this mean I'm a good match for Nikador?
I don't quite get how it works. But if it's going to put you at ease, then I will say yes to that.
Thank you. That's the abyss in the distance. Oh, that reminds me of the question I didn't get to ask. Back in the temple with the scales of justice, when Orynyx was trying to deter us, why did you stop me, Miss Castoris?
Because I knew there must be another solution. Something more important than the fate of Amphorius. It is far too cruel and unfair to ask that of you.
I thought the implication was that he would take his own life. But I honestly don't know what the answer would be to the question. Something more important than the fate of Amorpheus.
You should know that I would have gone ahead if Don Hung hadn't come up with an answer in time.
I know. We should not have hesitated then. I stopped you before I even realized it myself. It's fortunate we had the both of them there with us.
Yeah. It's a good thing we had them.
Are you still thinking about the past, Lord Finon?
Every waking moment. I lied to the two demigods just now. I told them the duty of the Chrysos heirs is all I think about now. Do you think I managed to slip by Aglaya's golden threads this time?
No one fools her, Lord Finon. She merely chooses to turn a blind eye to our lies.
You're right. How foolish of me to think I got away with it. I often wonder if someone as ordinary as me can really become a hero. I thought defeating Nikador would quell the voice of doubt in my mind. But it has only grown louder.
I don't have the right words for you now, but I know you're far from ordinary, Lord Finon. Mighty often calls you Deliverer in jest. I don't believe he means it mockingly.
I should probably shut out these pointless thoughts and empty my mind until the hour of the ritual. I did that before sitting for Treeby's history exam. Who in the world could hope to go over those piles of documents and slates? I decided I was better off resigning myself to fate. That way I'd get more time to play and practice with my sword.
How did you do on the exam, then?
My score? I don't remember anymore. All I remember is Treeby punishing me to a full week of cleaning the Chrysos heir's bath, and no one was allowed to help me.
So High Priest Treeby can be strict too. Please continue with this mentality, Lord Finon. I believe you'll be all right.
Thank you, Miss Casterus. I think I'll stay here for a little while and keep all of those unruly thoughts out. It's not like anything will come of them anyway. The sights of Ides Elysiae, my homeland, have been flashing before my eyes lately. Those Kremnoans mastered some cutting-edge technology. If only I could separate my soul from my body too. That way I'd be able to fly my soul back to the comforting fields of my homeland anytime. That's the only place I can be momentarily at peace.
Oh my god.
An utterly adventure. Feel free to replace blank with what satisfaction you see fit. Oh, I bet you're as curious as I am. So, what's going to happen next?
Has Herta been watching us?
Oh, keep it together. All that excitement isn't going to get you anywhere, you know? Why don't you follow me into another tale on the other side of the cosmos? Ta-da! Recognize this place? Herta Space Station. The base of a genius and the cradle of science. Oh, look at all these puppets! Aren't they dearly exquisite? Let's just say I've already heard many others secretly gushing. She looks so pretty on more than one occasion. If you ask me though, they barely did justice to Madame Herta's beauty. Maybe just 10%. No, not even 1% of the real deal. Now, I'm no fawner here, just stating an objective fact. Remember this scene? Oh, it evokes so much emotion in me. The esteemed
Did we see this before?
Genius Society number 83, asking the great news a question. An attempt to gain a peek into the divinity's mysteries.
I've seen this in trailers, but I don't think we've run into this during the actual story.
Right, so continuing from where we left off last time, this is where everything would begin for the genius smart enough to rewrite the history of the entire
Fourth mirror? Who exactly are you talking to?
Why, I was just ramping it up for our grand appearance, Madame Herta.
So a dramatic debut? But what are the odds of that happening? Sure, slightly plausible, if I did manage to talk to Droid Head. But guess what's the problem? They have no reaction whatsoever.
I love her delivery. Just the way she speaks, it's so unique.
Oh, that? That's a hologram. What? I can't possibly summon the real Droid Head here, can I?
Wait, what? You mean to say you've just been reciting your lines before a hologram?
Yeah, creating dramatic value. Isn't that what you're most obsessed with? Moving on. Don't try, but you wouldn't even begin to imagine how difficult it is to send a message to Noose. And I went all out for it. Powering the audience system alone required me to reconfigure the energy supply of the entire space station. I had to switch it to hibernate mode before rebooting everything. Do you have any idea how much that costs?
How much? How much?
I'm not in charge of finance. Go pose that to Asta instead.
Oh, you don't know either. Well,
I am Herda herself, the emanator of erudition, and a true blue genius. Why would I be holding the purse strings? That menial task is beneath me.
you're absolutely right, Madam Herda. The IPC should really be providing a genius like you with all that you require, so you can freely dive into any research that tickles your fancy. With that said, Herda herself, emanator of erudition and true blue genius. What do you plan to do now?
What else can I do? Identify what's malfunctioning within the audience system and fix it, of course.
Don't take offense to my candid words, Madam Herda. You may be proficient in many aspects, but is hands-on work really one of your strong suits? I humbly suggest for you to contact Stephen instead.
Contact him and expose how I shelled out a bomb to send a message to Droidhead, only to screw up everything else?
All right, all right. I get it.
Good that you do. There. That's the audience systems terminal. Come, walk with me. We'll check what's wrong.
Oh, she's in the simulated
Aye, aye,
universe
ma'am.
right now.
Oh, but I can't walk. I can only float.
I can't.
What's with your witty remarks today?
Andolin. I was gonna say, I don't know how, I don't know what it says about Herda, that she creates all these illusions of people around her to talk to her, but I don't know. I'm probably reading too much into it, as I read so much into her character in the beginning, and I got burned for it. There we go. Looking good. Okay, I'll switch to my Herda team. I have to. Let's see. I'll give her her mini Herda to walk around with. I'll still keep adventuring. Ooh. So is this just the regular space station? Hello, cat cakes. I wonder how Herda feels about all of Ron May's creations, considering how close they are. She probably doesn't think any of them at all. At all, considering how Ron May treats them. So sad for the cat cakes. Okay. I can't leave.
This is the audience system? Hi, it looks just like the simulated universe.
Keen observation. They share the same fundamental logic and are pretty much identical in that regard.
Ah, I see. We call this referencing and not appropriation, right?
One more stupid remark from you, and you can watch Fifth Mirror reference your role because I'm going to be dropping you as my assistant. Focus now. The audience system is divided into 3 zones: energy supply, computing, and communications. Each zone operates independently and will only be integrated via the path of erudition when the system is booted. Sending a message to Droidhead involves more intricacies than you can imagine. If routine trials and maintenance on such an elaborately sophisticated system are already as bad as squaring circles, then it's no surprise for glitches like this to crop up.
I see. So, Madam Herta, can you use your professional judgment to tell which zone the glitch is in?
Of course. All 3. No sweat. They'll be up and running again after some simple technical tweaking. The 3 zones are compartmentalized, so we're going to have to troubleshoot them one at a time. Let's start with the energy supply zone. Get ready, and then we'll go over.
I'm just a mirror, Madam Herta. If you're ready, then your reflection in me will also be ready to go. Brr, why is this energy supply zone so cold? Brr, I'm already frosting up.
Why else? I've converted the energy core that supplies all of Herta Space Station into imaginary state and stored it in this zone. If not for the ultra-low temperature here, the space station would have long blasted up into the sky.
But aren't we already in the sky?
You're just a mirror? I don't need you to take on comic relief, too. Where did those things come from? Corrupted data? Reanimated systemic rust? No, not likely. It can't be the Legion's second ambush, right? Whatever. We have to get rid of them anyway. All right, stay close and try to avoid shattering to pieces.
Take a look. This is pure genius in action.
Okay.
Watch over you and guide you on your path.
Time to twirl!
I love it when they just force in a situation for the character to do their combat.
Nothing but a point.
Gotta advertise those units somehow.
Amazing. But then again, it's me we're talking about.
No dirty tricks, alright? Oh.
Time to twirl!
Trinity is before me. Watch over you and guide you on your path.
Open sesame.
Time to twirl! This big diamond! It's all yours! Time to twirl!
Bust.
My mini Herta
Or maybe I'll
is
take
doing
you.
so well.
Watch your head.
I love her follow-up attack so much.
And Madam Herta never fails to impress. Those things are no match for you.
A piece of cake. Now that this place is cleaned up, let's set everything in order and move on to the next zone.
What's this, ma'am?
Meh. Looks like one of those memory bubbles. It's not worth that much attention. You'll find many more in other zones.
Is that so? What in the... How did all these disgusting bugs get in here?
We're going to need out-of-this-world computing capability if we hope to meet Droidhead. If we can't churn out calculations faster than a Yottaflop's computer, then we can forget about having them notice our existence. But computers with too high a computing capability tend to attract computing stings like them. No one knows how these creatures evolved from their progenitor, the propagation.
Ah, the mysteries of life. But even so, they can't compare to a talking mirror. A question on the side, Madam Herta? You have these powerful supercomputers and what are they normally programmed to calculate?
Is that important? All that matters is that they work and are able to attract Droidhead's attention.
I suggest meeting Miss Asta for a chat when you have time.
Take a look. This is pure genius in action.
The silly part of me is like, she intentionally blocks herself off from other people, and yet she also still wants to connect with others. But she believes that there is no one on her level worthy of connecting with her and sharing a relationship with her. So she tries to get the attention of Noose. I'm overthinking it though.
Endless riddles. Nothing but a point.
Because her character, like, it's kind of laughable to think of her character as a lonely person.
Amazing.
So, it is likely
again,
not that.
It's me we're talking about.
This whole thing, like trying to get attention from Noose, is like a personal side quest to her. It's a challenge that she wants to conquer.
Take a look. This is pure genius.
I did not mean to do that. I hate wasting technique points.
Serenity is before me. Watch over you and guide you on your path.
This big diamond, it's all yours. Time to twirl. Time to twirl.
All in.
Open sesame. Time to twirl. Endless riddle. Nothing but a point. Time to twirl. Expand your thinking. Watch it grow.
I really don't. I feel like I don't have anything to talk about in this segment of the story because it feels so disconnected from everything else.
Help me! Go from those bugs got onto my reflective surface.
Clean up after yourself. Can't you just wipe it off with your hands?
Good one there.
With those annoying bugs squashed, we're done fixing the computing zone too. These computers will get up to speed soon. Now we're just one final step away from requesting an audience with Droidhead.
Our last stop is the communication zone?
Oh? You have a good memory. Let's go see what's wrong in that zone.
I'm trying to think of like where I would take her character from here. Let's grab this memory bubble.
There's a memory bubble here too.
Why are you so interested in it?
Okay, I'll admit it. I find them somewhat creepy.
Wait, oh, there it is.
What's all this? I didn't think your puppets would be in here too, Madam Herta.
Unsurprisingly, the communication zone is where a bridge for communication will be formed between Droidhead and the space station. Aggregating the path energy of the erudition, then firing a bond at the Eon. This is as good as tapping someone on the shoulder who's sure to turn back to look at you. Alas, our work is never this simple. Putting aside all that onerous legwork, a single glance from Droidhead could vaporize the entire space station if we're ill prepared.
Oh boy.
I see. So letting the space station go into hibernation is a protective measure of sorts. To prevent it from slipping into operational overload and turning into a scrap world?
Very perceptive for a mirror.
Mirror see. And hear. Mirror do. No, I neither have eyes nor ears. This dome seems to be functioning fine. These puppets are doing their job and I don't see any obvious malfunction.
Things may look fine only on the surface.
Madam Herta, behind you. Huh? What does she want?
Let me take a look. This puppet should be number 2757.
How did you tell?
Shh! Don't distract me when I'm checking the parameters. 2757. That's strange.
What's wrong? Madam Herta?
The replica personality module is off. Well, that can't be. This parameter is set to be enabled by default. And the utterly absurd module has also
Utterly
been disabled?
absurd module.
Something's definitely wrong here. I checked a couple days ago and made sure every puppet has it switched on.
She definitely takes so
The
many.
attack anything everything module
No, wait. Why? Do you even have such reason?
is enabled. Intruder detected. Threats. Come and help me, Mirror. Anything, everything, attack!
Oh my god, it's actually her puppet. Oh my god, no, it's not actually her puppet. Okay. For a minute, I thought we would actually have like a cute mini boss scenario. But no, we do not.
The ones that corrupted and tampered with the settings of my puppets?
Wait, who did it?
Egad! What a close shave! But why are these remembrance memes even showing up here?
That's not the only one. Look at them. Number 7631 and number 10136 are affected too.
Can't you do a factory reset on them?
Sorry to disappoint. The absolutely not module has been enabled, so not even I get to bypass its permissions. Whoopsie.
What were you really trying to achieve with these creations?
Just some toys to amuse myself with. Finding the source of the corruption can wait. These puppets no longer have use now that I'm here. Take them all out. Defective goods ought to be sent back to the repair center.
I urge you to go easy on them for the sake of the space station.
It is cute to like attack them.
Is that it? I was expecting something bigger.
Bust. Or maybe I'll take it all.
I need them to show me how this connects to the greater story soon, because I feel myself losing interest. Little Herta is
Amazing.
single-handedly defeating these things.
It's me we're talking about.
I don't want to hear that from you, Herta. Not when we obviously...
Take a look. This is pure genius in action.
Like, Mini Herta is doing all the heavy lifting.
Feeling bold? Endless riddles. Nothing but a void. Time to twirl!
No dirty tricks.
This big diamond! It's all yours! Time to twirl!
Serenity is before me.
Open
God.
sesame. Watch it
That
grow.
is so, like, every time I see Mini Herta do her follow-up attack.
Their heads.
Well, never strike someone in the face. The same goes for puppets. I'm picking up signals from more puppets somewhere further in. Let's go take a look.
Every time I see Mini Herta do her follow-up attack, I'm just filled with so much joy.
A memory bubble. Tucked away this far in?
Huh. I think I know what this is about now. This is interesting. But we can leave that for later. Let's take care of the malfunctioning puppets first.
It looks like my tusk appears smoking. What's going on? Why is he smoking? Okay, it's from his... Oh. Wait. Yeah, this is really cool. I'm sure I've actually ridden in this elevator before when I went to fight the giant sting during Rame's character story. I just forgot about it.
Number 0988. The pride of my creations.
Should I even be curious?
Puppets before her were all as dull as brick walls, mundane and uninspired. I distinctly recall number 0988 being the first puppet I imbued with a magical surprise. Some other puppets that came later also got to enjoy similar privileges.
Good to know. But did anyone ask?
Fear not, Mira. You have to remember that being a genius means you're destined to solve challenge after challenge. There's no time for rest.
Can I just be on the sidelines this time?
Yes! Oh my god, we gotta fight Tuesday. I love seeing my characters go against these easier ones that they give us in the story. Oh boy, he gave it to Mini Herta. He knows who's carrying this team. I would use Remembrance Trailblazer, but I need to level up their relics first.
Expand your thinking. Endless riddles. Nothing but a void. Open sesame. Watch it grow.
See, even without Sundays. Wait. Just making sure.
Time to twirl.
Okay, just making sure. I am using my Herta, right? Okay, yes I am. Okay, for a minute there, I was like, wow, my Herta's performing so well. Despite the fact that she's not even blessed by Sunday right now. only to have that like cold feeling in my heart that, oh no, maybe I'm using the one they give me, which has her like signature. But no, this is my build performing well.
Expand your thinking. Time to twirl. Endless riddles. Nothing but a void. Open sesame. Glimpse the unknown.
Oh, that was close. I almost shattered.
But don't be melodramatic. Working even a single brain cell of mine to take out foes like her is an outright waste of my smarts.
I take it we've taken care of the problems in all 3 zones? Does that mean?
Not yet. There's something else we need to deal with. It seems we've had a little tag-along all this while.
You've got quite the sharp eye, Madam Murder. Would you like us to help?
Sure. Go ahead and summon the whole team, Fourth Mirror. Considering the gravity of our endeavor, we can't allow a little thief to spoil the show. Parasite of the Remembrance. Do you truly think your atrocious disguise can outwit the keen
Black
sight
Swan?
of a genius like myself? Once you're reflected in my mirrors.
Oh, okay. Just another...
You can forget about escaping.
Oh dear, this is bad. Right, stay alive, and again, I can strive. Retreat into the memory zone for now. I can always regroup and try again.
Someone hasn't been paying attention. Didn't hear me, did you? With those petty tricks of yours. Do you actually think you can slip away right under my nose?
What was she trying to steal?
Madam Herta, wait. What do you want with me? I'll spill it all. The garden's secrets, and what they're after. Everything. Please, just spare me.
Well, is that all you've got to say while your life is at stake? Well, that's hardly worth anything. Need a little refresher? I am Herta, Genius Society number 83, the one to unravel the mystery behind the imaginary leakage phenomenon, and key holder of the imaginary implosion pulse. Do you honestly believe I'd seek any counsel from you? Hush now. Keep quiet. This is my moment to shine, so just listen. You crept in here to steal Noose's memories, didn't you?
The Noose's memories.
And messing with my precious audience system is just a ruse to lure me here, so I can lead you to them. What a shame. You're only a step away from completing the mission assigned to you.
God, I wish that were me.
As if. Truth is, you never stood a chance from the get-go. Think I only have Fourth Mirror following me around? Oh, then you've let your guard down. Because her siblings have long been watching your every move. Now, let me think. What kind of punishment should I subject a brazen thief like you to? Oh, I know. You garden folk have a fondness for mirrors, huh? How about letting you enjoy some quality time with your favorite object? A mirror. As for the length of your punishment, let's keep it mildly punitive. How about 100th of a lifetime? That should be enough for some serious self-reflection. Oh, cheer up. You can still do your part for this world while trapped in a mirror. For all you know, your weak path energy could just help me get Droid Head looking this way. Oh, I should make myself clear. When I said 100th of a lifetime, I meant my lifetime. At long last, we can finally be at ease
Okay.
now that we've nipped those problems in the bud.
Oh, she's eating her.
It's yummy.
Oh, cut that out! Those weird noises make me seem like I've got a few screws loose. Put that little thief to sleep for now. We can decide her fate later.
Oh, sweet and venerable Madam Herta, when did your heart turn this tender?
The audience system has been rebooted. This is finally it. After all that I have done to reach you, droid head, you better not snub me.
I think he might be the only one who could snub you.
The path of space. This isn't a figment of the simulated universe, but a perfectly tangible and accessible space.
It's been a while since I've been here.
Right. Now's not the time to wallow in nostalgia. Droid head, will you answer me?
I'm just gonna admire some of this. I love that so much. I wish we could come in here more often. How long until I hit the wall? Okay, that's it. That's pretty far. I did not mean to look under her skirt. I meant to look up at the sky. Okay. Let's see him.
Madam Herta, we picked up some voices from the space.
Let me hear them. Is this binary arithmetic? Could it be droid head? Wait. There shouldn't be a 2 in binary arithmetic. Is this some kind of prank?
Okay.
Madam Herta, we're hearing those voices again. What now? What should we do?
Keep your cool, second mirror. What did they say this time? Play it again for me. Door locked. No, this isn't the voice of the path at all. What in the world is going on?
Ooh, interference signals.
Madam Herta, those lads outside seem to be discussing something interesting. Want to listen in on them?
That's such a weird way to
Mirror,
spell
stop
laughter.
that nightmarish cackle. It's giving me goosebumps. Wait, did you say those lads outside? Could it be?
Why don't you listen for yourself?
This isn't right. I'm sure we got intruders in the lab.
Oh my god, it's Mr. Yang.
I'm not sure what you'll be happy about it, but we have equal chopping to wait.
Wait! Stop! Whatever you're about to do. No, don't even think about it. Whoever you are, you better not interrupt me right now. I must continue forward. Just a few more steps and I'll be able to see Droid Head.
God, this must be so annoying. She prepared so hard for this, and our Astro Express boys are just gonna mess everything up.
Is something wrong, Madam Herta?
No, it's nothing. I was just thinking.
Madam Herta? I think you'll want to listen to the voices from beyond this space.
I'll leave it to you then, Mr. Sunday.
Sunday.
Wait, what are they up to?
It's gonna use his little harmony. Yep.
Is this the harmony? Ridiculous. Hoping to stop me with such cheap parlor tricks. Not a chance.
He easily dispelled the resonance of his subconscious mind. As expected of an emulator. Is there something else we can try?
Presumptuous fellows. Who are you to interrupt Madam Herta's experiment? Let's ignore them and keep going. We haven't seen news yet.
Forget it, Mirror. Let's just leave.
Leave? Surely you're not suggesting we stop the audience experiment right now? That's beyond all reason, ma'am. We went through so much just to get here. Now we're just one step away from making contact with the Eon themselves. Please, you know how insanely costly it is to reboot the audience system.
But if I were to ignore those two intruders and continue onward, when Droid Head casts their gaze upon the space station, the blast of energy generated in that instant is sure to burn them to a crisp. Experiments can always be repeated, but humans cannot be brought back to life.
Oh, Madam Herta, so kind. I am truly a lucky bear to have found the best possible master.
Enough! Don't use that nauseatingly fawning tone on me. Looks like I'll have to abort this prematurely again. But mark my words, Droid Head. I will be back for you.
Madam
I'll
Herta,
admit.
you're finally awake.
You two? Oh. My plan is ruined. And it's all thanks to you.
Sunday's like,
Your
oh.
plan?
My sincerest apologies, Madam Herta. We weren't aware this was a part of your plan. The space station was in complete darkness when we arrived, so Sunday and I assumed something bad had happened. We continued further into the space station, hoping to find the cause of the blackout. And that's when we chanced upon your actual self.
How did you get in?
The door wasn't locked.
He's learning well from the rest of the crew.
Fine. I am a person of reason, after all. You're not to blame for this. I am familiar with Mr. Yang of the Astral Express. But the one next to you?
Looks like Madam Herta doesn't pay much attention to cosmic news.
Oh my god, what
Please
a burn.
pardon my manners. It is unbecoming of me to forget the most basic of courtesies amid all that has happened. My name is Sunday, and I'm just a passenger of the Express.
And this, unremarkable passenger happens to be a Harmony Pathstrider? Do you take me for a child? In any case, I don't suppose you came all the way here just to check on how the space station is doing?
Well, we were worried for a moment there, but it's good to know the space station isn't in any kind of trouble. We're here because of Amphorius, Madam Herta.
Why does that not surprise me?
Oh, something occurred to you?
No! I've told Himiko everything I know. Nothing about the world sounds right. Droidhead has cast their gaze upon numerous worlds in the past, and every one of them is etched in my mind. So how could I possibly not know about it? Perhaps those garden folks lied to you. Anyhow, I've looked up the name Amphorius in the simulated universe. Though clearly irrelevant results have already been filtered out, there's still an unbelievably long list of generated results. Something about how the Divine Amphorius team will swap out their current crest emblem for one in King Bavaru's likeness in the next season. I hope that can be of some help to you.
We may as well take a look at it.
I still don't get it, though. Didn't the Astral Express already depart some time ago? Is that world so incredibly spectacular that it warrants this return trip?
Well, that's because we're caught between a rock
Sunday
and a
just
hard
looking
place.
at him like, what do I say?
If Amphorius is indeed inextricably entwined with eons, paths, and even the erudition, we're going to need the wisdom of a genius to help us, especially now that we've seen the planet for ourselves.
Elaborate a little on this rock and a hard place you're caught between.
We've lost all contact with two indispensable companions since they entered Amphorius. And that's not all. One of our other companions is suffering from a serious and inexplicable affliction.
Okay. Okay, we're back to Amphorius. Oh look, you're finally awake. They've been this excited for a while now. What did you feed them? More like they snuck food themselves. They even sound like March. Now that I think about it, like... The voice does sound like March. I feel like I'm not hallucinating or like hearing things. What's the audible version of hallucinating? Forget it. You can skip the translation. I can somehow tell that none of that chatter is meaningful. It's almost time. The Christos Heir should be finishing up their preparations at the Vortex of Genesis. Let's go witness the core flames return when you're ready. Yeah, I'm ready. I am so ready. What's this? A crystal floats by silently in midair. Goodness knows when it first appeared. Give it a tap with your bat. In the next second, a strange feeling spreads across your chest, like a rising tide smacking you in the face. You remember everything you experienced in Amphorius and those non-existent memories that you witnessed there. When the tide of memory subsides, you discover a few shattered crystal shards lying motionlessly in your hand, clear and bright. Is this a gift of destiny? Strange crystal. Oh my god, we can get strange crystals from just thinking about the times we had with Dan Heng here. Our little honeymoon. Okay. Legend has it that Ornyx created 6 moons before being plied with liquor on the 7th day by Fangosia, thereby creating the Amphorius weekly cycle. Perhaps after the start of a new week, it will regain its luster and shine again. Okay. Well, that's good to know. Wait. What's this?
Ready to squander the remainder of your days?
I'm not gonna lie, guys.
Oh, Majesty of the 12 Titans, pillars of the world. We seek your divinity to mend the rifts of the world. Fill our bodies with blood of gold, till we wither in willing service to the prophecy.
That doesn't sound good. I was gonna say I'm losing energy because the knowledge that I have some fanfic waiting for me is draining my focus. But I gotta lock in. I need to see what happens. I do want to know what the process is of creating a demigod.
Your guests are here, Finan. We can begin the ritual now.
Lord Mighty isn't here yet.
It's fine, Miss Caceres. He spoke to me already. I told him he should be nurturing his wounds, and that he shouldn't be worrying about all this comrades once-in-a-lifetime ascension ritual stuff.
I can't believe he's missing this.
So, I'm ready to begin.
Teacher, show him the way forward.
Despite the myriad dark and endless nights that have gone by, the guidance of the prophecy is nevertheless as clear and bright as the first ray of dawn. Overthrow the gods, it declared. Restore the core flames, it declared. Bear the divine authority, it declared. Forge miracles, it declared. O prophecy, forgive us for this late tribute. We, Chrysos Eris, have striven to start the flame chase journey anew over these myriad nights. The seeds we sowed have finally yielded a good harvest. The 7th core flame needed for the miracle that once belonged to the great Lance of Fury, Nikador, shall now be returned by an elected hero of the Chrysos heirs, an upstanding citizen, a valiant warrior, and a noble soul. Please step forward, Finan of Ides Elysiae.
Okay.
Recite with us.
O Majesty of the 12 Titans, pillars of the world, we seek your divinity to mend the rifts of the world. Fill our bodies with blood of gold, till we wither in willing service to the prophecy.
Surrender the core flame, Chrysos heir.
Oh, okay. We have to do it.
expanse of Fury's constellation is illuminated. Why is the vortex this silent? Was it also like that in the past?
Patience, Finan. Do not make us question this decision.
Lord Nias?
I'm afraid he's not the person you know, Castorus. That is a manifestation of the prophecy, an echo of the Titan's divinity. It is here to examine the Titan's successor. Mortal who wishes to inherit my divine authority. Your strength and character have been thoroughly tested. Yet your will wavers.
Yeah.
You are to inherit Nikador's relentless fight against the unspeakable Black Tide. You must accept a trial of divinity.
Okay.
Prove that you possess an indestructible will and vanquish the fears deep in your heart.
Vanquish the fears in my heart. So be it. No matter what obstacles you plan to put in my way, I'm ready to overcome them. For our prophesied tomorrow, I will become the god Amphorius needs.
Come with me, Finan of Ides Elysiae.
In fear, you shall abandon your mortal body, and in suffering, be reborn as a god. Wait for my return, my friend.
Okay. So he's disappearing? Did this happen to Tribby and Aglaya?
Lord Finan is gone?
He has stepped onto the battlefield to fight a campaign that can only be won by him alone. All we can do is wait and have faith.
Oh boy. What a mysterious ritual. Is there really nothing to be done about it? I don't know about the rest of them, but I don't like to sit by and wait for my fate to be decided. Okay, let me submit my... Absolute bliss. 'Tis the pinnacle of bliss. Such long-awaited satisfaction. Thank you, my dear. This ambrosia has sobered me up a little. The visage of your reflection is so good-looking that I can't help but get all stirred up. I think I'm very pretty, too. Time. How long has passed? Ornyx, you move fast. A starry sky. I see. She still hasn't given up. You are also a fool in this banquet. Dance hard, then. Indulge hard. Waste time hard. Little fishy that wants to swim to tomorrow. When your banquet ends, the absurdity that you will see when you sober up will be the price of buying inebriation. You speak less sense sober than when you're drunk. Ambrosia, ambrosia. The tide's voice is languid once more, its words fragmented like water splashes. It seems this basin's desire for liquid is insatiable, an ever unquenchable patron of ambrosia. Yes. How much does that give me?
The sea is right here.
Whoever voiced the tidal basin, I'm like, my hat's off to you. Nice. What else can I get? What's this? Ooh, okay. Then I can get a treasure gadget tool. And a wallpaper. I guess I'll have to find more ambrosia. Okay. Let me talk to everybody.
I pray you truly are prepared, Lord Finon.
You spoke to him?
Yes. There was hesitation in his words. The manifestation of the prophecy must have seen this. It saw Lord Finon's heart wavering. Wherever he is, whatever he is fighting, I pray he makes it through this test.
Looks like she fell asleep. Presiding over this ritual must take a toll.
Will succeed.
Finan steers his own fate. If he can conquer his fear and return as a demigod, we will be one step closer to the miracle that the prophecy promised.
What if he fails?
That would mean his time hasn't come yet, and that there is a more arduous mission for him to see through. You must have noticed by now. Every Chrysos heir here bears a flaw of sorts. Be it the curse of immortality, or the constant erosion of their humanity, or... But not Finan. He
Oh,
is a Chrysos
no.
heir without flaw. A perfect vessel for divinity.
That's maybe the worst thing you can say. There's no way he doesn't have any flaw. This pressure already is crazy to put on him. He's somehow perfect.
There will come a day when he leads everyone we have left, through the gates of the miracle.
Still too late, huh?
Mighty. Oops, missed the party. Finan said you weren't coming.
The constellation of the Lance of Fury is already illuminated. That must mean...
The core flame has been surrendered. The Lord Finon's test isn't over yet. The prophecy sent an ambassador. They acknowledged Lord Finon's strength and character, but had doubts about his strength of will. He must conquer his fear and prove himself to the prophecy.
I was right to be worried. I want to formally thank you, outsiders. Were it not for your aid, our campaign against Nikador would have been 100 times more arduous.
Isn't it nice to be polite? Talk is cheap.
Kremnoans revere strength and military might. That does not mean we lack etiquette.
I didn't want to really insult him. Mighty, what do you mean when you said you were worried? I have to rush his lines when I forget to...
Has always been tormented by his past. I may not be the right person to tell you about him, but you must know his past if you are to continue fighting alongside Finon.
Lord Mighty, please allow me.
Very well.
Before he was chosen by the prophecy, Lord Finon had everything taken away from him. His home, his family, his close friends. Everything he once swore to protect. He became a hollowed shell in his youth, and the blazing flames of vengeance were the only thing sustaining him. The prophecy gave him a new mission, granting him a new life as a Chrysos heir. But which is more important to him? His new mission, or his desire for revenge? I'm afraid only he knows. No. Perhaps he himself is still struggling to get to an answer.
Somehow I feel like it's not as simple as they're putting it out to be. Is it really just a struggle between him trying to do the better thing, which is become a demigod, versus him going out and looking for revenge? Against who, by the way? Against what?
I acknowledge his strength, but fear is something not even the sharpest of swords can cut through. I hope you've toughened your resolve, Deliverer. Only a will as tough as stone can shatter the darkest nightmares.
Is something wrong? Don't keep me in suspense. Come on, tell me already. What did you see?
I just wanted to get a reaction out of you. Alright, I'll tell you. This card is the Deliverer.
Deliverer? What does that mean?
The interpretation is really long. Maybe I should just skip it. All you need to know is, this card means you'll be a hero, worshipped by all. You will protect this world and save lots and lots of people from scary enemies with your sword. Do you like the sound of that?
But...
What's the matter? This is a good card.
But I don't want to be everyone's hero. I just want to stay in this village with everyone I know. Grandpa and Grandma said the outside world is full of bad people. That's why they're always at war. Who wants to save bad people like them? I can be a hero, but only our village's little hero.
Well, little hero, if the day comes for us to say goodbye to ID Silizii, could you become a deliverer then?
Do I have to leave the village?
Mm-hmm. If something like that happens, someone will have to save the world.
Then I'll...
I'm just teasing you. Don't worry. ID Silizii is a peaceful place.
I swear.
Bad people won't reach us here. Are you going home already? If you're not in a hurry, should we go play with the fairies again?
That "I'm just teasing you" sounded exactly like March. I swear. Every single time I guess I hear someone, I'm like, oh my god, but what if that's March? Also, him having what I assume is like an older sister figure. They're trying to replicate the huge success of Aventurine's backstory.
Oh, fairies! Okay, I love playing with them. I'll win back the wooden sword I lost to them.
Look at how excited that got you. Let's go then. May this world never have need for a deliverer.
Okay. So she was killed. Pom-Pom, have you prepared our meals already?
Of course the food's ready. March isn't feeling well, so Pom-Pom has specially prepared the conductor's special bland meal that'll be easy on her stomach.
Special bland meal. I love that, actually. When I have like problems with my appetite, a special bland meal is exactly what you need during those moments.
Can you bring it to her, Himiko?
Gladly. Why don't we also get her
Nuh-uh! No coffee when she's already feeling unwell.
I guess you're right. March, I'm coming in, okay? Yeah, that's not a good sign. It's like she's putting herself back in that iceberg. Ooh, to be continued.
Ready to squander the remainder of your days?
We did it. We finished the story. Oh my god. Okay, I hate it when they do shit like this. Wait, we can choose? Oh my god, we can choose which one to write. Oh boy, this is a big... I know that no matter who I pick, I can find the other stories online probably, but... Okay. For the Agalea stands, we'll do Agalea. Oh my gosh, she has 2 chapters. Oklahoma, a city that warriors look upon before marching towards the battlefield. The holy city, the sanctuary of all the citizens. Just as the poets of the city of sun.
The epitome of magnificence, unbounded benevolence.
The beauty of the holy city is like Aglaia herself, dressed in finery and of noble birth. She is the dressmaster of Oklahoma, the one who weaves with golden threads.
But there's one thing she'll never be able to achieve. She will never be able to produce something seamless.
Golden threads quiver, a gentle wind rushes by her ear. She maintains her silence, but others fan the flames. Is that so hard? Her scissors and rulers are better than any garment maker, sculpting forms as perfect as the gods themselves.
Lady Aglaia, grace our eyes with your most elegant creation.
Ingratiating words do not sit well with me, nor do duplicitous machinations.
Her gaze flits upon the stoa, equally regarding every member of the public. They used to wonder, how exactly do her eyes perceive if something is beautiful or not? As with the holy city that's perpetually bathed in light, how do people tell apart cozy mornings and frosty nights? For the weaver, the answer lies in her golden threads. Golden threads of the goddess of romance now serve as her hands and eyes. The colors of the world, intertwined with the undertones of human hearts, come flooding toward her. These golden threads are no less prideful than the master they now belong to.
As long as the thread has form, it is enough to craft seamless finery.
Be it stitched finely and tightly, or cut cleanly with a single stroke.
Hardly a challenge. None of these pose a challenge.
The rhyme rolls off like seams, like a soft sigh from lips. The one who weaves gold gazes past me, fixed on something much farther, the network of threads that intertwine all between the heaven and earth. The only challenge that she relentlessly dedicates herself to is weaving the fate of Oklahoma into a flawless, seamless outcome. A long line stretched across the square. Merchants, shopkeepers, and even high society elite, all lined up together without distinction. At the head of the line was the path to Aglaya's abode. Is the Holy City's fashion trendsetter going to reveal her newest masterpiece?
She's about to get rid of her failed pieces!
Now I see why the Holy City is free of worries. Even as the inn nears, they're still obsessed with lavish clothing.
New to Oklahoma, a visitor from elsewhere ends up utterly bewildered at the sight. It is said that a family of priests who worship Manesta go way back with the Weaver. But her impeccable gift for weaving isn't meant to serve anyone's pursuit for pleasure. What was once a sacred duty was misunderstood by the beauty-obsessed, who mistook fallen shreds for priceless treasures.
Are flawed creations really still worth the people's adoration?
The Weaver shakes her head. She seems to have forgotten something. It is precisely the flawed hero who walks ahead of the crowd, who casts a long shadow over the world, and who strides towards everlasting daylight. There are nevertheless people whom the Weaver is willing to sew and tailor for. Her conditions are beauty sharp as a blade and the pursuit of beauty.
Me! I want to be showered with a thunderous ovation and lots of flowers.
A melodramatic poet speaks out.
I want to stir her emotions.
The voice of a blushing young boy.
Do I fit the bill? My sister and I are refugees from the Abyss. I want to get a pair of shoes for her.
A seated child speaks up. Next to him is a barefooted girl, staying silent with her head held low. Unfortunately, golden threads are willful things. They are never swayed by sympathy or pity. A tense and worried look surfaces on the young child's countenance. The specks of dirt on his face brought back memories of a past encounter.
Go.
The Weaver begins.
Go to the 3 children in the city.
As messengers of Janus, they will bring him the shoes he hoped for. Wait, we get to read all of them? Oh my god, what a treat. In the corner of Oklahoma, the newly arrived traveler stops for a moment. He rubs his eyes.
1, 2, 3? There's 3 identical children?
The 3 children have differing smiles. One is beaming, one has a shrewd grin, and one is smiling serenely. Yet each of them looks just as mysterious as the other 2.
Stranger, welcome to the Holy City. We will show you the way forward.
Tribios. This name has not been mentioned for some time. Only the elder priests of Janusopolis know the true significance of this name.
High Priest, please guide us once again as we spread our wings on this long journey.
As music from his hometown plays, the smiling children gather around the old man. They wish that the twilight breeze will carry away all tales of sadness. The end times loom like a dark cloud, hanging over the holy city's residents and shrouding them with worry.
Hello? Do you need our help?
Like torches dancing in the wind, the children illuminate the alley. They wipe away the women's tears. Babies sleep among whispers. On the windowsill of those in prayer, their light footprints remain. The citizens call them,
3 pillars of Akama.
yet they simply shake their heads.
There's no need to be so somber. How about we play a game together? Guess who we are?
The 3 soared and landed in front of the townsfolk.
Trianne.
An old man says.
No, Treenan.
Treenan is the quietest of the trio.
Are you Treenan?
A young girl asks.
Wrong. We're actually Trian.
Trian is the most spirited of the trio.
Then you must be Treeby.
A child shouts.
You're right. Good job.
Treeby is as enthusiastic as she is adorable. It matters not whether they can tell the trio apart. Of most importance is their sincere smiles.
We will show you the path to take.
The children fly ahead, guiding the lost back to the main road. So you literally show people the right path to take?
You're lucky. You merely took a wrong turn.
The children flew before me. It was rare to see them so quiet.
However, there are many more unfortunate souls who have lost their direction in life.
There was once a dying soldier on the battlefield who wished to bid farewell to his lover in a distant city far away. The child leaned towards the soldier and said nary a word, so as she listened to his final words of comfort. As for the other two children, they were in the city, besides a bed upon which a woman was lying in eternal rest, wailing uncontrollably. Not do the three children share each other's senses, their souls are also interconnected. When one is filled with grief, the other two will burst into tears as well.
Perhaps we should tell you some happy tales instead.
The child wipes away her tears, a reminiscence.
Our greatest talent is performing Amphorius' nursery rhymes.
But those nursery rhymes have been told over and over that any literate child could recite them by heart.
So rude!
The child gently flicks my forehead.
You should be reflecting on the nursery rhyme author's heartfelt intentions instead.
In this lush land by God's chosen, giants raise their glasses in a toast. People commonly see the children riding on enormous flaming torches, looking like shooting stars blazing through the holy city.
How dangerous!
An old man worriedly wishes the children to stop.
Not Treenan.
The quiet child shakes her head.
That's Trian!
The exuberant child raises her hands.
Stop nagging.
The mischievous child pouts.
Can't you just play with something I've created?
Every child in the world loves to play, and Tribios is no exception. Every child in the world is afraid of pain, yet Tribios tries to act tough.
Initially, there were many more of us. The others have merely gone one step ahead.
The children swore they were already adults, yet when they carelessly hit the city gate, they cried out in pain together. This makes me really sad. The tripartite prophecy is but a distant ritual, and the Chrysos War a painful dream. Echoes from the Gate of Infinity occasionally jolt her awake. The distant travels of her identical sisters sometimes inspire uncertainty within her. A distant ritual. I bet she lost her other selves in the Chrysos War. A new journey only begins when the previous ones come to an end. Despite time marching forward endlessly, the children always manage to stay true to their hearts. They are all that remains of one another, their senses entwined, their souls in communion. Okay. Okay, this one's just one. I see a sword that grants death, a shackle of destiny, next to the silver-haired girl, worshipped at Demise's hollow. The sword stained with unknown blood, lying shattered and snapped, the shackle-chained pale wrist dotted in thickening rust. The priest asked with a shaking voice, "Upon whose fingertips will the butterfly perch?" The girl never answers, like death itself, reefed in silent solemnity. People often say that dying is to meet the hand of shadow, and dreaming is to be brushed by their fingers a little. In the mirages that the girl petted death, she sees black waterfalls foaming and bellow, pouring down from a chasm in the sky where a solitary tower withstands torrents shallow. When she wakes, she can still feel the water's freezing touch and the cacophonies bellow, like the wail of the dead, the howl of beasts, in confusion, delirium, and clamors hollow. The girl's embrace is not meant for the living. Thousands have entered the eternal sleep in her arms, granting to the dead solace and dignity. She mentions a ferocious warrior fielded in battle.
She did not go with a smile, but to me she cursed. Oh, life's end, how ugly you are, how despicable.
And from that day on, she adorned herself. Her dress, white as the radiant moon, became always dotted with flowery petals.
For if death cannot be avoided,
so says the girl,
I wish it could contain beauty more plentiful.
Among the manifold rites about death, one she knows with most intimacy are burial rites. One burial of unfamiliar countenance after another wherever she presided, from the angelic visage of a babe passed in the cradle, to the despairing eyes of the mother drowning in sorrow, from the scars on a war-battered general's torso, to the unending tears pouring from his bereft widow. Yet she remembers not a single living human she had seen. Even in the mirror, she thinks her own face strange, with an alien glow. In the countless words buried in forgetfulness, the only thing she manages to gleam is a mockery to fate, a sarcastic whistle.
Stay alive.
When she cast aside the shackles and stepped beyond Adona, a deja vu most violent seizes her whole. Did she, perchance, conduct some previous escape? Illusions danced across her eyes. She had once drifted in an endless river, and then drove her single boat out of the deluge. She had wandered in a battlefield covered in corpses, and then recovered the path back to life. Why must she escape? Over and over again. She now knows the answer and quivers, for it is a ludicrous surmise. The woman embodying death walks this world only because she knows she must stay alive. But alas, that time she knows not. Death is not an end. I missed the last, because they always cut it off right before I can read it. I'm sorry, Finan. I'm gonna wait for a moment. Death is not the end. It is only a butterfly landing on a withered branch. Utterly meaningless, profoundly trite. Okay, our last one. In Amphorius, untitled statues are a prevalent sight. As for the inspiration behind these statues, they are said to be the clay figures that Kephael made at the world's creation. They made clay figures in their likeness, bestowed upon them the breath of life, and allowed the golden divinity of their blood to course through. Thus, the first mortals roamed the earth, receiving the gods' mercy while realizing the sorrows of this world. In front of the statue, the people of the holy city beheld a man, Finan of Hades Elysiae. He never spoke of his origins, only using this name to nonchalantly identify himself.
It's not really his name, is it?
People cast sidelong glances at him, their minds swirling with doubt. The man merely responds with a breezy smile, neither confirming nor disproving their speculation. Finan is a soldier, one with divinity coursing through his veins. Responding to the Golden Weaver's rally call, he traveled long and far to reach the holy city, eager to bring light to the hero's path.
The losses are a constant on the flame chase journey, where life too seems as small as a speck of dust.
Ballads reach him through the breeze, as those soft voices meant for him, and he responds in kind.
No matter. My existence is of little consequence.
Hades Elysiae, the man's hometown, shrouded in secrecy, just like his past. Some have searched for that distant village, yet none found it, neither written about nor passed down through song. In every nostalgic reflection, the man crafted a vision of paradise with his exquisite poetry. Yet within ancient texts of the holy city, the history of that frontier village remains more obscure than the days to come. In the far future, the land of Amphorius will bear the marks of the hero's footsteps. With sword in hand, the man will inscribe an eternal mark in the Chrysos epic. Yet his real name may never be heard in this world again.
Losses are a constant on the flame chase journey.
Some too losing themselves at the very beginning of their journey. Losing themselves. I've been wondering, did you used to take breaks during your travels? Some things are beyond my control. Such a profound statement. I feel like Amphorius' hectic days are winding down. That's fine. Life is about predestined paths and unexpected adventures. There might not be new stories for a while. I'm getting impatient. They'll be in the next update. What book? Is this another book? You've lost me again with your words. But for these enchanting tales, I'll wait right here in Dreamland. You'll come back, won't you? Thank you. Listening to you tell stories always brightens my day, even if it's not a daily treat. I'll always look forward to it. Till next time. Wow. We already got it all. Oh wow, you really don't need any crit rate. Okay. Wow. We've done it. We actually finished. Oh my god. Haley, welcome. I did not even see you come in. Welcome. I have no idea when you came in. But welcome. I mean, I'm almost at 11 p.m. So it has been a very, very long stream. I've been streaming for like 3 hours and 15 minutes. And we finished. We finished the story. It's over now. I'm finally free. That was so much reading. That was so much reading. Okay, finally we can do some of this stuff. I definitely want to do this first. Oh, what's this? I should review what have we discovered? Oh, 5 minutes ago? You missed Agalea's story. I actually read it first because I thought I could only choose one story to read. But it ended up that I could. Okay. I'm back. Wow. And Haley, it's not because it can't handle you. It's because I got too excited and I got up a little bit more quickly from my desk than I should have, and that jostled my stupid power outlet enough that I was like, it's time to stop working. It's time to just completely peace out and die. So I had to figgle with it again. Eh. But now I'm back. Okay, explanation. Well, I think as quickly as I can explain it. So we learned that Nikodor went mad because the king of Castrum Kremnos, he figured out a way to divide. Well, basically, he figured out a way to divide Nikodor's soul into 5 different parts, leaving only Reason, because Reason was the only one who escaped from being trapped by the king, basically. And so, Lord Nias turned out to be that missing part of Nikodor. That was his reason. And so then he said, then we need to remove all of Nikodor's soul parts from the king's like vessels. And so we did so, and then afterwards he was like, yeah, it's too far gone for me. You're gonna have to kill me after like I'd rejoin back with Nikodor's divine body. And so we did. We killed Nikodor. Kind of sad, but it had to be done. And Phainon collected the core flame. He was like, okay, I guess this is it. Like, I'm gonna fulfill my prophecy now and become the core flame bearer of strife. So he picked it up and we brought it to here to have a little ceremony. And a manifestation of the prophecy came in to accept the core flame, and they were like, Phainon, I can sense that you are a super powerful and courageous individual, but I can sense that your will is wavering. And Phainon was like, oh crap. And so they said, you can sorry, my brain is like out of it. Basically, he said, you're gonna have to do a personal test, like a quest, basically. And he vanished. He vanished to go on this personal trial to become a demigod. I'm gonna have more coherent thoughts about what just happened after everything. After I can get some sleep, probably. That being said, I think I will just play through the limited time events on my own time. Oh my god, finally it's done. It's done. It's done. I can't believe it's done. Okay, I feel really sad actually that my stupid, like, I'm gonna have to like redo my chords again, I fear, because I keep accidentally turning off everything. This can't be good for my PC. As old as this guy is, I shouldn't be doing elder abuse to my PC. Ugh. Okay, so I'm gonna call it a night actually. I really need to go to bed. This has been a very, very long stream. But it's been good. I finally now can look at some theories, and then I'll come back on the next stream and just talk through some of them. And yeah, I'm glad. I'm really glad I got to finish. Fixing like my cable setup after I tried to fix it. Bleh. Okay. I'm not gonna beat myself up for attempting to fix it earlier and then accidentally making it worse. I'm not gonna beat myself up by doing that. I'll just handle it tomorrow. And for now, I'm going to actually log off, and I don't think you guys are gonna miss anything with me just doing the limited time awards in my own time. Usually these don't really have much of a effect. There might be some lore drops in it. Who knows? I'll try and keep it in mind though if I see anything to just like immediately stop and then try to stream it. Yeah. Alright. Thank you for coming on and saying hi. And yeah, I'm so proud of us. We actually made it through. I'll probably do a stream maybe cleaning up like all of the chests and mini quests we have left. That might be a good way to pass a bit of time and just chat a little bit. Okay. At this time, I would really have liked to have Agalea for her parting. But let's see here. I'll use Huo Huo.
Finally! Time to go home! I hope no one notices me.
I really feel this. There is nothing like wanting to go home and then like someone tries to like talk to you on your way out. Okay. Alright. Thank you so much for joining me. And I will talk to you guys later. Finally, not tomorrow probably, because I'm going to give myself a little break after finally finishing all the story. Okay, yeah, bye. Woo!